Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another Marriage Mondays where we spend Mondays talking about marriage. My name's Amir.
My name is Kamora.
And today we're going to talk about speaking with multiple potentials at the same time.
Question of the week. Would you talk to multiple people at one time if you're interested in getting married? Comment below.
Kamara's going to be
against
and I'm going to be for it.
So we're going to kind of, have this little mini debate. Me personally, I don't think talking to multiple potentials at one time is a good thing. Because it's like, you're talking to all these people. What if you start having, like, conflicting feelings about them? Like, oh, you like guy A, but guy B has a better job. Like, and then it's like...
I think that's the point, though, right? When you're talking to multiple people, you want to have some type of conflict. You don't want to talk to multiple people and actually be talking to the same person.
What if all of them are the same person? Like, they all have the same job and
same job and same
like the qualities. Same income and similar qualities. So it's like,
I mean, the odds of that are pretty small.
It's never zero.
For me, I wouldn't say that I'm for or against it. I'm just going to advocate for it because there has to be some type of opposition. And so I think first thing that I would say is that by talking to multiple people, you are exposed to more people, which means in a lot of cases you might only talk to maybe one or two people before you actually decide on getting married, or maybe you talk to more, maybe you talk to less, maybe you only talk to one person. That doesn't mean that that person that you found is, I guess, your best or most suitable partner. So if you're able to talk to more people, then you have a better outlook on who's good for you.
Okay, yeah, but you're talking to all these people for marriage, and it's like, you're going to catch feelings some type of way. So it's like, you're going to catch feelings for all the people you're talking to. Someone's going to get heartbroken.
I mean, regardless of if you're talking to multiple people or if you're only talking to one person. If you're only talking to one person, then when you're let down, you're like, man, I have nothing. But if you're talking to multiple people and you're let down by one, you have other people who you can still talk to.
Unless you're rejected by all of them.
You're rejected by all of them, then none of them were meant for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the case with anything, with talking to one or a lot, if it's meant to be. But it's like, okay, you're talking to multiple people, or like the potential you're talking to is talking to multiple people. So it's like somebody is making all these promises to another person, To, like, everyone they're talking to, like, oh yeah, when we get married, we're going to have this beautiful, like, family. We're gonna, like, all the promises that people make during this, like, potential phase, So it's like all of that, like, emotional relationship buildup is occurring with, like, multiple people,
Yeah, I think that depends on how the individual is corresponding with their potentials, because I didn't make any promises when...
That's true.
When we were
None.
I made no promises. So promises aren't something that you should make to someone who you're not married to, right? If you're looking for marriage, making promises is not something that you should be doing, because obviously, one, you may not marry this person. Two, you may not be able to keep your promise. So stay away from making promises. If they do that, then your argument is just completely invalid. And then, so the thing that I think that with talking to more people, you're able to find a spouse quicker, and I would say that because, you just have more chances to find someone who's compatible with you. I think talking to multiple people will help you find your best match. It'll help you to understand what you really, really want.
Like a speed dating type thing.
Because everyone has this profile, right? You want A, B, C, and D. But then you meet someone with A, B, C, and D, and you're like, man, I really don't think this is what I want. But if you're talking to more people that don't necessarily fit the profile that you've created, but you think that they're more compatible with you, then you're able to find a spouse that's better for you.
Okay, I see where that's coming from. Okay, but are all these people meeting walis? Like, is everybody meeting with, like, if you're a guy talking to, like, three different women, are you meeting with three different fathers, if you're a woman talking to, like, three different guys, it's like, is your dad meeting with, like, all these guys? Like, okay, like, if you're having, like, is this happening? That's what I want to know. Is this happening? Are you guys on the down low?
In a perfect world, right? In a perfect Islamic world, you would probably be meeting with all of those people. But we know, it's 2020. We're not idiots. Most of these people are not talking to walis until they've decided that they really want to get married.
So that just sounds crazy.
But I think but let's go under the assumption that everyone's doing things as close
to halal
as possible, and that we are meeting with the walis or the fathers, right? And the wali is the person who has guardianship over the woman that's looking for marriage.
Gives her away.
Right. So, from a male or female perspective, your wali gets more accustomed to actually meeting with prospects, right? Because parents are super awkward, or walis walis in general are very awkward when they're meeting guys. It's a weird situation. and then you have the men, right, who are meeting the walis. If you've met one wali, then you're more comfortable the second person you meet, right? Like you get more comfortable with, okay, I have to talk to the wali. I can present myself in a better way. I'm not fumbling over my words. I'm not presenting myself as an idiot today, and it makes for a better process because you're more familiar with it, right? Just like taking an interview. You do mock interviews. So then on the day that you have your real interview, you're not stumbling over your words.
Yeah, but no, each one of these are a real interview, though. They're real interviews, so it's like...
Right, so you're getting better as you are exposed to more, as you're taking more interviews, right? Because your first interview isn't going to be perfect, right? It doesn't mean that you can't marry the woman marry the woman of the first wali that you talk to. Marry the
daughter of the first father you talk to?
Marry the daughter or marry the woman that the wali is over. I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
You know what he's saying. You know what he's saying.
But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then another thing. What about time managing? Mm-hmm. Talking to one person when you're trying to get married, that is emotionally exhausting. At least for me, you know? Like, so if you're talking to multiple people, you have to give multiple people that time and energy to, like, get to know them. That's exhausting.
I would concede that it is very time consuming talking to multiple people, but I think that the pros outweigh the cons in this situation, in that, it might be physically or emotionally draining to speak to all these people, but at the same time, you're doing it for the betterment or the improvement of the rest of your life, right? When you get married and you acquire a wife or a husband, then it's just, you don't want this to end in divorce or anything like that, right? So by doing your due diligence of talking to multiple people, you're able to find a better spouse that's more compatible with you, less likely for divorce, hopefully. Inshallah, may Allah allow all of our marriages to go great and to make it easy for us to find spouses that are compatible with us.
Okay. In a perfect world, like, I see how talking to multiple people could be beneficial, Yeah. And I think that if people could suppress their emotions while doing this, like keeping it like as serious as possible when speaking to multiple people, then I think, that would be great. That would work. Because it's like, okay, this is, everything about me. This is everything about you. Let's see if it works together. But if you're the type of person who likes to get super lovey-dovey, kind of like not being like super serious about everything, then it's like that could end very badly talking to multiple people at once. Because it's like, are you even serious? Like, it seems like you're just like playing around, But if you're serious, you're messaging, talking to people, exchanging phone numbers, getting your families involved with like multiple people, and it's serious, like, then I think that could work.
Okay, so as we see, we started off. I was for multiple people, and she was against multiple people. It was not intended that she would come over to my side, but
I'm just saying, like, I could see. I'm not saying I'm for it.
It happens when you're against a great debater. Like
I'm not saying that I'm for it. I'm still against it because people be playing games. But
you're against it because you think that people are incapable of applying it in the proper manner.
I think most people are, yes.
But the idea itself, if you're able to apply it in the correct manner, is okay.
Yes, the idea itself, if you're able to apply it, like if
Thank
you
for joining us on another Marriage Monday. We appreciate your support. Like, comment, subscribe. All right.
Anything else?
Say bye, Suli. Bye.